Now on question 1.2, we have to solve for x and y simultaneously. We have our first equation, x plus 2 is equals to 2y. Our equation number 1, and we have 1 over x plus 1 over y is equals to 1. And this will be our equation number 2. So what we can do now is just simplify equation number 1 by making x the subject of the formula. X will be equals to 2y minus 2, and then we say this is our equation number 3. Then what are we going to do? We are going to substitute equation number 3 into equation number 2. Remember, equation number 3 and equation number 1 are the same equations written differently. So now we must substitute one equation into a different other equation. So this means in equation number 2, where we see x, we are going to substitute 2y minus 2. So we have 1 divided by 2y minus 2 plus 1 divided by y is equals to 1. And whenever we are dealing with fractions, either in the numerator or denominator, you have more than one term. Put those terms inside the bracket to avoid making mistakes when you work out the equation, when you're actually solving the equation. So now we are going to multiply both sides by the LCD, 2y minus 2 multiplied by y. Or you can do it step by step by first multiplying throughout by 2y minus 2 and then secondly multiplying throughout by y. That's one way of getting rid of the denominators. So each and every term we are going to multiply by 2y minus 2 multiplied by y. So we have 1 over 2y minus 2, we are going to multiply by 2y minus 2 multiplied by y, plus 1 over y, we multiply by 2y minus 2 multiplied by y is equals to 1 multiplied by 2y minus 2 multiplied by y. So 2y minus 2 cancels 2y minus 2. 1 times y is y, plus y cancels y. 2y minus 2 multiplied by 1 is 2y minus 2, will be equals to y multiplied by 1 is y times 2y, 2y squared, y times minus 2 minus 2y. So now we just have to now write the equation in standard form, our quadratic equation. So let's first transpose minus 2y squared plus 2y. Then on the left hand side we still have y plus 2y minus 2, and all this will be equals to 0. Then minus 2y squared, collect the like terms, 2y plus 2y will give us 5y minus 2 equals to 0. Then multiply throughout by minus 1, we get 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 will be equals to 0. And then from here, factorize or use the general quadratic formula to solve for x. So we'll have 2y minus 1 and y minus 2, such that we'll have minus 5y. Yes. Alright, therefore 2y minus 1 is equals to 0, or y minus 2 is equals to 0. Then 2y is equals to 1, therefore y is equals to 1 over 2, or y is equals to minus 2. So now we have determined the values of y. We have to solve for both x and y. So now For y is equals to 1 over 2, what will be the value of x? X will be equals to, we are now going to substitute y is equals to 1 over 2 in equation number 3. We are going to use equation number 3 where x is already the subject of the formula. So x will be equals to 2 times half minus 2. Then x will be equals to minus 1. Or now for y is equals to minus 2. So now in equation number 3, in place of x we are going to substitute, in place of y we are going to substitute negative 2. So we have 2 times negative 2 minus 2. Therefore x will be equals to not negative 2, not negative 2. Y minus 2 is equals to 0. Therefore y will be equals to positive 2. Y is positive 2. Y is positive 2. Therefore 4 minus 2 will be equals to 2. Right now on 1.3, question 1.3. 1.3, we are given 2 to power m plus 1 plus 2 to power m is equals to 3 to power n minus 3 to power n, where m and n are integers. We have to determine the value of m plus n. What will be m plus n? Alright, what do we have? We have 2 to power m plus 1 plus 2 to power m is equals to 3 to power n plus 2 minus 3 to power n. This is our exponential equation. So whenever you are dealing with the exponential equations in this form, let us recall our laws of exponents. Some of the laws of exponents, the most common one that you will make use of, it is the law x to power a multiplied by x to power b will be equals to x to power a plus b, meaning multiplying powers of the same base, we add the exponent. So in our equation, what we are going to do, we are going to reverse the law. This simply means if we are having x to power a plus b, this will be the same as x to power a multiplied by x to power b. That is what I mean by reversing the law. So what are we going to do? 2 to power m plus 1 is the same as 2 to power m multiplied by 2 to power 1 plus 2 to power m equals to, on the right hand side, 3 to power n plus 2 is the same as 3 to power n multiplied by 3 to power 2 minus 3 to power n. Now on the left hand side, 2 to power m is our common factor. Take it out, then inside the brackets you'll have 2 plus 1 is equals to, on the right hand side, 3 to power n common factor, then inside the brackets you'll be having 3 to power 2, which is 9, minus 1. Then we have 2 to power m multiplied by 3 is equals to 3 to power n multiplied by 8, of which 8 can still be written as what? As 2 to power 3 with a base that is a prime number, multiplied by 3. 2 to power n multiplied by 3 is equals to 3 to power n multiplied by 2 to power 3. So now the question is, what will be the value of m plus n? Meaning we need to determine the values of m, we need to add the values of m and n, and then add them together to find the value. How do we do that? On the side, let us check the left hand side. Our left hand side, is equals to 2 to power m multiplied by 3. Then our right hand side is 3 to power n multiplied by 2 to power 3. Now, we need to find the values of m and n such that, remember, this is an equation, the left hand side must be equals to the right hand side. So the question is, what will be the value of m, what will be the value of n, such that when we substitute m and we substitute the value of n, the left hand side is equals to the right hand side. Then you will see that looking at our equation, 2 to power m on the left hand side, on the right hand side 2 to power 3. Then on the right hand side base 3, 3 to power 1. Then on the right hand side base 3, 3 to power n. Therefore, you would see that when you substitute m with what? 3, 2 to power m, 2 to power 3, 2 to power 3 times 3. 2 to power 3 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24. Then on the right hand side, the value of n, 3 to power n, 3 to power 1, therefore n being equals to 1, 3 to power 1 times 2 to power 3 will be equals to 3 times 8, 24. You will see that when m is 3 and n is 1, the left hand side is equals to the right hand side. Therefore, you can now say m is equals to 3 and n is equals to 1. Therefore, m plus n will be equals to 3 plus 1, which is equals to 4. That will be the value of m plus n.